massive show of force as Iran kicks off its sacred defense week under the eyes of President Hassan Rouhani. Rouhani praised the army for its efforts fighting ISIS, while top commanders laughed off any notion of cooperation with the U.S. in the battle against the extremists. You must be dreaming, the military's chief of staff tells me. The Americans are the ones who created ISIS. American officials are hypocritical in two ways. They lie in politics and they lie in security. The Americans have a totally different nature than us, this top Revolutionary Guard commander says. And these differences will never allow us to cooperate, even if we have common interests. While Hassan Rouhani said the military would become even stronger after the recent nuclear agreement, some top commanders have been highly critical of his talks with the West and the deal.
The Sacred Defense Week commemorates the beginning of the Iran-Iraq War in 1980, but this year it has special significance because many in Iran's military leadership fear that the country could be weakened because of the nuclear agreement.
Iran's military faces sanctions that prevent the country from acquiring a lot of sophisticated equipment. The generals wanted those restrictions lifted with the nuclear agreement, but most of them will initially remain in place. The commander of the besieged militia tells me he's generally wary of the deal. I think the Americans have built tricks into the deal to deceive us, he says. We have to be very careful. We can't fall into their trap. The head of Iran's ground forces is more positive. It took some trust to sign the nuclear agreement in the first place, he says, but the trust building needs to continue, and the Americans should really change their threatening language. As Iran celebrates the martyrs of past wars and the military's current strength, some of its leaders are concerned about the future of the force as the country embarks on a new phase in relations with the West.